Join us for 5 days exploring Lisbon, Portugal. From its charming streets, beautiful sights, and maybe the best food we've had so far, we can tell you that Lisbon lived up to the hype. It's the 4th stop on our world trip, and if you're new here, we're Lenny and Peter, and we quit our jobs to travel the world for 1 year. We just left Spain, and we can't wait to discover Portugal. After our 7-hour bus, and then a couple of quick metro rides here in Lisbon, we're about to go find our little apartment for the next 5 days. Peter's working on that while I play the important role of camera woman. Someone's got to do it. Could it be our home? Hallelujah. Oh, goody. Why am I so out of breath? When Peter's the one carrying all of our luggage, you may be asking. None of your business. Home sweet home. Nice. Cute. Little table. Kitchen. Sweaty Lenny. Yep, that's me. Bedroom. Cute. Bathroom with pink toilet paper. Amazing. 5 stars all around. Cute little shower.
Sweaty.
Our home for the next 5 days. I'm already ready for a shower. All settled into our little apartment. I got that shower. So now we're on our way to find ourselves some dinner. I promise I ordered the half jar. I'm pretty sure this is the full jar, but you're not gonna see me complain. We got a shrimp soup earlier, which was amazing, but this is what I really wanted to come here for. Fried clams, they're fried in oil and garlic, and it smells so good. I wish you could get a sniff. So flavorful. Wow. Question, is it rude to lick the dish in Portugal? Because that's how good this was. Straight up, my favorite meal from this entire world trip so far. And I don't say that lightly, but I think this speaks for itself. Clams are empty, jar is empty. It was a good meal. Big tentacle. You heard it here first, folks. We're getting the chocolate cake. We're staying in a new place for 5 days, so day 1, grocery shopping. Not that we have a routine yet, but we're trying. So, went to the grocery store. Guess how much all of this was? 2 bottles of wine, an entire cake, all the fixins for breakfast and lunch. Guess how much?
Cake.
It was 26 euro.
Not bad.
Insanity. Money saving tip right there.
Also,
Fair
I
enough.
don't know if we bought the right coffee.
Oh God. Oh,
We
no.
did not buy the right coffee.
The last place had like a French press and pour over, so we just needed coffee grounds. This place only has a little machine. Take a look.
I saw
Right there.
that, and I was like, oh, that's what we need. It's not what we need. It's too big. That don't fit.
Pray for Peter in the morning after I don't get my coffee. It's our first full day in Lisbon, and after spending the day getting some important work done, now we're ready to explore.
How them hills treating you?
My legs hurt.
Now Portugal ready. Slow stewed pork in it.
That is insanely tender and flavorful. Like, better than I was expecting, to be honest. We're at Montejaria, but we've got one of the top things you're supposed to get and try in Portugal, in Lisbon, the Pastel de Nata. and they look amazing. This is probably the thing I've been most excited to try.
These ones just came out. They're nice and hot.
That's amazing.
That's good.
I think we forgot to say, it's like custard tart, crispy, flaky, and then you put some brown sugar, cinnamon sugar on the top. Wow. Holy crap. Look at it. You see that? I wish you could try it.
Oh, another.
I could eat 10.
We also have ginger sour cherry liqueur.
Not bad.
Well, we've had two things to eat, and they're both delicious,
We're bomb.
but they're both small portions. I want more.
Made me want like one more of each, at least.
10 more. If you're wondering, it is possible to get to that viewpoint above Lisbon besides taking the Santa Justa lift. You don't have to pay, but you do gotta walk up a lot of steps. It's not bad.
It wasn't that bad.
All you gotta do is keep an eye out for a couple markers and know the path. Follow the blue sign.
We just stumbled across like a food hall. Super cute. Our second full day in Lisbon, and we're starting the day with another bifana. Yesterday's wasn't enough.
I found two places to try. We had the first one yesterday and we split one. Today I might get my own.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna see which one we like better. It's gonna be tough because the one yesterday was really good.
It was insanely good. I'm excited to have another. Got the goods. So you're supposed to put peri-peri sauce? I don't know.
Peri-peri sauce.
Peri-peri sauce.
And mustard.
And mustard. Today I got one with cheese on it, which I did not yesterday, so it's not a true comparison, but that was what Peter was for.
I compared.
Also insanely good, like the flavor and everything, amazing. I think I liked yesterday's better. We came early because the other two times we'd passed by this shop, the line was wrapped around the door.
And nothing says a good hearty breakfast to start a day of walking like a bifana.
On today's agenda, we're walking the path of Tram 28, which is like one of the top things to do in Lisbon. They all say, go on Tram 28. It takes you to multiple of the like top sightseeing spots in Lisbon, but it's become super overcrowded and it costs money to go on the tram. Not a ton, but still, we'd rather not wait in line and get those steps in. So, first stop is the Lisbon Cathedral.
Every day is leg day in Lisbon.
Stop number 2, Santa Lucia Lookout, or viewpoint. Extra stop, there's a mural about the history of Portugal, and if you're lucky, there'll be another tour guide there explaining it for you.
This is when Vasco da Gama leaves on Portugal.
We're at the final stop of our Tram 28 walking tour. It's the castle, but we're not paying to get in because it's 15 euros a person, so not today. Unfortunately, you can't even get down the grounds or see anything, but there's other viewpoints higher up that you can get just the same, if not better, views from. This is our first drink with a view of the entire trip, and each of these costs like €4. Not bad.
Not bad. I mean, what else are you supposed to do when it's hot and sunny out and you just walked up and down hills? Find a terrace and have a beer.
€4 for getting to sit in the shade with a view and a cold drink, I think is well worth the money.
We won't pay to go in a castle, but we'll pay to have a drink with a view.
you probably know, but Portugal is known for like tinned fish, right? Which sounds really weird. I personally have not yet tried tinned fish, but we have to do it while we're here, right? And one place that came up highly recommended is Miss Can, which we're at right now. And the server told us the most popular dish is their stuffed squid tinned fish, I guess it'd be. So we ordered that along with some bread and cheese, and we're gonna try it. Ooh, you see inside there? What am I about to eat? I'm not sure. Way better than it looks. A little spicy, not too spicy. I like squid, so I thought I would like this. I'm not sure what it's stuffed with, but
It tastes like seafood spaghetti.
it does. Good description. Seafood sketty.
It's a
I'm glad we came. I'm glad we did this. I don't think I need to eat any more tinned fish.
fresh sardines for us, please. There's Tram. It's not the old school one though.
But still cool.
Still.
All right, let's see the goods. Ta-da! We just got out of the hectic line at Pastel de Belém, which its claim to fame is it's the first place that came up with the famous Portuguese pastry that we had the other day at the other top shop. So now we're gonna compare. Is this really the best?
We learned from our previous mistake and we bought 4 instead of 2.
Yes.
Because 1 each is just not enough.
It's not. Okay, here we go.
Cheers.
Cheers. Wow. Oh my god. The pastry is extremely crisp and flaky. Like, you probably heard that crunch when we bit into it. Look at the custard. I think the custard from the other place I liked a little better, but this is insanely good.
I don't know if I'm a fan of such a hard, crispy pastry. It's very delicious.
It is very thick.
Obviously, it's delicious.
I think I like the other place slightly better, but very good. So I mentioned that the Pastel de Belém was the first place to come up with this pastry, but no one else can call it that with the de Belém name. They've got that like trademarked or something, so that's why everyone else has to call it Pastel de Nata, which I'm probably saying that wrong, but you know. Apparently the origin of these pastries is that it started from the monastery here in Belém. The nuns would use the egg whites to bleach their like robes or whatever. Sorry, I don't know the term for that. But then they had all of the yolks and ended up starting making these pastries, and the monastery would sell it for some extra cash, and they became a huge hit. That's what the internet told me anyway.
And the internet is never wrong.
So true.
I'm gonna have to learn how to make these.
Yeah, you are.
Well, we did it.
Yeah, we went next door and we got these just to make sure we were right from the other day. Are they really better? We don't want to tell you lies, so we have to make sure. I still think I prefer it. The custard is a little thicker, the crust is a little thinner and crispy. I like it better. Ended up having 3 Pastel de Nata, well technically 2 de Belém and then 1 de Nata for lunch, and I regret nothing. We've learned our lesson from the other day, only having 1. 3 is the way to go. And across the street, here's the monastery that we were just telling you about, the one we can thank for those delicious crispy pastries, according to legend.
Another cool building that we're not going into.
Next time we're in Lisbon, for sure. Today in Lisbon, we've been exploring the Belém neighborhood. Obviously got our pastry earlier, saw the monastery, and now we're just seeing some of the other sites. Like behind us here, we've got the Monument of the Discoveries. There it is, the Belém Tower, covered in scaffolding. Can't see it at all, but that's okay. You know, luckily we got to do lots of other things in Belém. I'm full of pastries right now, but I would have been disappointed if we just came here for this. decided to spend the day in Cascais. Hopefully I'm saying that right. But we wandered over to the market, which they have every Wednesday and Saturday. It's an entire like farmer's market, but there's stalls of like food, local produce, and got ourselves a nice coffee and cookie to start.
Really good.
Part 2, we got a chocolate babka. It was €3.50. Let's see if it is worth it. So moist, so chocolatey. Now we're just walking along the water and it is absolutely beautiful, but very hot.
Very hot.
Regret not bringing my swimsuit.
Swimsuit would be real nice right about now.
We made it to our destination, Devil's Mouth, which is a cool little rock formation on the water behind us here. Thank goodness, because it's really windy and nice. Feels good in the breeze here.
Now on a mission for one of two things, maybe both, hiking and a drink with a view. We decided to forego the drink, but we got hiking. Pulled up.
Really regretting not bringing that bathing suit. We're back in downtown Lisbon and the sun took a lot out of us, so we've got to fill it back up again with some bifana. And we're back at that first place that we liked so much just to make sure it really was our favorite.
And this place is cheaper than the other one. Regular bifana, €2. Bifana with cheese, 3, as opposed to 3 and 5 from the other place. I like it here. It's crazy though.
It is our last day here in Lisbon, so might as well walk down the road and get ourselves one last Pastel de Nata as well. Oh yeah. This time only one because I am full of a bifana, but just as good as I remember. If you can't tell from the luggage, today we're leaving Lisbon and we are headed to Porto. But yeah, we'll be spending the next 4 days in Porto, so stay tuned for that video next, and thanks for watching. Oh, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. An entire cake! Chocolate cake!
Somebody's just hung up on cake.
Cake! Walk.
Hot. Hot. Maybe I shouldn't just shove the whole thing in my mouth.
Surprise, surprise. You see that jiggle? I don't know if it's showing up.